Hi guys, welcome back to Really Understandable Spanish. I hope you've been involved in looking at some of the sessions. What we're currently involved in now is looking at the basic verb structures, how you use them. That's essential. Obviously you want to get to a stage quickly where we can do this and do that. We've done some pseudo live sessions, and that's, I hope, is helpful to you. Quick wins, etc. This topic on verbs will be really helpful to you because it's again quite simple. Maybe you saw the last session that I put up, which was the strange verb haber, and how it's an auxiliary verb. And it's simple because you only have to actually conjugate the first part, and the second bit is the same all through. And this is the same. Let me explain to that and show you how you can use it. So this is the gerunds, the gerundive verb endings. The ing verb in English. Walking, doing, making, seeing, working. How do we do that in Spanish? This is how you do it. It's really quite straightforward, as long as you've seen certainly the first 3 of my sessions on verbs. That's regular verbs, irregular verbs, in the present tense, etc., etc. You need to understand that. So how do we go about this? Okay, we need to say ing. So how do we do it? Let's say you want to say I am working. Yeah? How do we do that? So to work is trabajar. Trabajar. Remember the H is har, but try to put a ch with it as well. Trabajar, to work. I am working. Okay. Trabajar is a regular verb. You remember those. So let's first find the stem, and that's the infinitive bit. So, okay, let's take that off. And just like the present tense, we need to find some endings. But because we are doing it at the moment, hear what I'm saying, are doing it, to be, in this case, is estar, because it's not permanent. Hopefully you've seen the estar and ser verb thing. Estar is the non-permanent to be. It might change. Ser is the permanent. Soy inglés. Okay? So estar. So all we do is put estar, the right part of estar, plus the verb stem, as we've done there, plus the ending. So let's just quickly go through again. Let's conjugate estar, okay? And we'll do it in the normal shape. Hopefully you can remember this and you're in front of me, yeah? Estoy, estás, está, estamos, estáis, remember the double vowel, están, estáis, okay? So I, you singular, he, she or it, we, you, all, you plural, they, are. Now, that's fine, we've got that. So, all we need to do now is say, well, okay, if we want to say we are working, how do we do that? While I'm doing this, just see if you can work that one out. First thing we need is the infinitive of the verb trabajar. That we've got. So we've got that, so we find the stem. There's the stem. and we add on to it the appropriate ending. For an AR verb, the ending for ing, doing it now, is ando. Not ando, ando. So, we could say, okay, take that off there. Trabajando. Trabajando. Working. That's it. I am working. He is working. Well, okay, we said we are working. So we can say, estamos trabajando. End of. How simple is that? And as long as the verb is regular, lots and lots and lots of verbs are regular, then all you need to do is learn the fact that with an AR verb, the ending is ando. Okay? With an ER verb or an IR verb, the ending is more or less, it's not mathematics, endo or yindo. So, what if I want to say I am living in Italy at the moment? Okay, I am living in Italy. I am, yeah, you got it. Estoy living. Remember living? Live, to live. Vivir. Find the stem. Yeah, take that, don't need that now. At the ending, yendo. Estoy viviendo en Italia. En Italia. Estoy viviendo en Italia. I'm living in Italy. Simple. I am drinking a beer. Let's use we, just to show you that it applies. We are, temporarily, that's why we use estar, because you're not going to be drinking a beer all day, every day for the rest of your life. Well, maybe not, anyway. Estamos, we are, drinking. So to drink is beber. Remember? So the stem is there, take the infinitive ending off and put in on. Way. Estamos bebiendo cañas. Remember, if you've seen before, don't bother with cerveza. You'll virtually never hear that in Spain. Because if they want a bottle of beer or a specific beer, they'll just ask for the make. Yeah. If they just want a beer out of the presión, out of a draft beer, they'll just ask for una caña. Estamos bebiendo cañas. We're drinking beer. Isn't that a wonderful thing? And it works all the time. Now there are, as usual, it's not totally mathematical because there are irregular verbs that are different. But most of them work anyway. My son is studying at university. My son is mi hijo. Hijo. Forget that. Hijo. My daughter, simple. Hija. Mi hijo. So he is. Estoy, estás, está. To study. Tip. Repeat tip. when you think of an English word that starts with S, and you don't know what that word is, try using the English but start with ES. It works. 3/4 of the time, it works. So to study is estudiar. Yeah, estudiar. That's why a Spaniard, when he speaks or she speaks English, and we say, where do you live? And they say in English, they will say, I live in Spain. Spain. They can't actually start a word with S because that's the way they do an S starting word. So when you need an S starting word in Spanish and you don't know it, try just putting something like that. Okay, so we need to find this part of it. Yeah. Take off the infinitive, and it's an AR1, so we put on the ando, and I said he is studying. Okay, está estudiando. Está estudiando. See how easy it is? Just find the stem, etc., etc., etc. Okay. So the gerund, the ing word, is stem plus ending. And those endings to remember are ando for AR and endo or iendo for both ER and IR verbs. Viviendo, bebiendo, cantando, haciendo. Haciendo, yeah? Hacer. Yes, it's an irregular verb, but at this part, it's regular. Take off that. Add the iendo because it's an ER verb. In this case, see, it's iendo, or you can't be exact with that. Yeah? And it's haciendo. Estoy haciendo una lección. I'm doing a lesson. So that's this really, really useful verb. And the good thing is you only have to conjugate the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and put the ending on depending on it's AR, ER, IR, and you're in business. Hope you enjoy that. Have a look back through the verbs, have a look through this, try it, go on YouTube separately, listen to how other people explain these things, etc. That can only do help. And try practice it. Make sure your pronunciation's right. See you next time.